With all the rain this summer, there's been a lot of flooding and a lot of flooded basements. It has been a disaster for families who lost family treasures and expensive items. Does it all go in the trash? What if you need help clearing it all out and cleaning it up? Our sponsor, Zolman Restoration, helps get people their lives back and get things back in order. Tell us more about Zolman Restoration and a little bit about what you do.
So Zolman Restoration been around for about 8 years. It's a Saxon construction company. So what do? We help people in need. When there's floods or fires or wind or any damage to any of their property, we're there to help them through the entire process. We say from first call to final smile. So you have needs, whether it be cleaning things up, restoring them, your personal content, your home, whatever it may be, your business, your office building, as you can see, apartment buildings. It doesn't matter what it is, any kind of a disaster, and no one plans for those things. So we need to be there. We're planning for them and we're ready for them when they do happen. Yeah. So that's what we do, and we want to get people's kind of their lives back together when there's something happens.
Yeah, these things do happen. But Todd, let me ask you this. When a home floods, does everything have to be tossed out or can it be restored?
So that's a great question. Everything does not have to be tossed out. It really depends on, what caused the damage. So, was it what I call category 3, where the water was sewage and so on and so forth, that was like bad contaminants into it? And anything that's not porous can absolutely be saved. And we do that. We'll take all those belongings, we'll bring them back, which I'm going to show you in a minute, to our shop back here, and we'll clean it and sanitize it and restore it back to new. Some items, if they're a little bit porous, if it's wood, if it didn't get it too bad, sometimes that can be restored. And we have what's called an ozone room here. We can get all the odors out of it. But if it's a heavily porous material, many fabrics or couches, and if they got really soaked, you really can't get them back to a usable condition that anybody would want to do. So unfortunately, those items are going to have to be tossed out and replaced.
All right, well, let's save what we can save, at least. If we've got to get rid of some things, we just have to get rid of them. But what is your process to help us save what we can?
So we would we'd come to your home or your business, and we would assess everything. We literally take every single item, we pack it up, we look at it, we actually inventory it in a very detailed way, and we will write that in there and be able to make an assessment whether this is something that is salvageable or not. And in some cases, the property owner, whether it be the homeowner or the business, they'll also help us make that decision, because they might say, you know what, this isn't worth saving, because sometimes the cost of saving it and doing the restoration of it might be more expensive than what it would cost to replace it. So that assessment needs to take place at the moment, because you want to be kind of both fiscally responsible as to what you're doing, both from a time and a cost standpoint, and just kind of make those decisions on the spot. But our experts kind of understand that in the field, they'll make that assessment right then and there.
Yeah, and of course we need experts like you to help us even figure all of this out. So let me ask you this, what kind of customers do you help?
So anybody, it doesn't matter whether it's a homeowner, it's an industrial building, it's an apartment building, it's an office building, it's a retail building. It doesn't really matter. Any property that is damaged in any type of these catastrophes, flood, fire, wind, or anything like that, a tree falls on a building or whatever it may be, we're there to kind of take care of all those type of kind of unplanned disasters. And our whole model is, we just don't want anybody to get hurt, because everything else can be repaired or fixed or replaced. But our whole thing is, we just don't want anybody to get hurt, whether it be in whatever disaster happened or in the restoration or repair of whatever's happened.
Absolutely. So are you guys available 24/7?
Available 24/7, 365, because who can plan for these things? You can't really plan to when these things happen. So we always say we are always planning for it. We are always ready for it, even though we know many people are not. But that's okay. You go about your lives, and we're here when somebody else is, when it was needed to be taken care of.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people are so grateful to have you, especially after all the flooding that we've had recently. Todd, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us, and everybody be careful out there. And I would say my last tip would be, check your insurance policies, make sure that you have coverage, because that's the biggest error that people make, is they don't really think about what coverage they have until they actually have an event. So sometimes for a couple $100 difference, they're going to be able to have much better coverage. Because when these things happen, unfortunately, some people just don't realize what they have or don't have. So you should check with your insurance agent and get prepared, because this will happen again.
Yeah, good to think about. Thanks for the pro tip.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too. You too. To learn more about how Zollman Restoration can help you, visit their website, ZollmanRestoration.com, or call them at 800-799-8560. Again, the website is ZollmanRestoration.com, or call 800-799-8560.